All right. All right, Black Power. It's the General Suten Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. Black Power to all my family out there. You know what it is. You understand when you want that exclusive General Suten Seti? You understand what I'm saying? Where I can be myself, then I want you to run on over there to Patreon, General Suten Seti, and get that exclusive General Suten Seti on Patreon. Guaranteed to shock the mind. All my family out there, kingseti.com. You understand what I'm saying? For that exclusive fly African products from the General DVDs, t-shirt, hoodies, African jewelry, comedic jewelry. Run on over there, kingseti.com, and check it out. Got something for you. To my family out there, you know what I'm saying? Seti University, generalseti.com. I want you to get on over there. Packing about already then packed close to 400 General Suten Seti videos, lectures. You understand, from down through the ages up to the most advanced lectures of General Suten Seti, guaranteed to please that African spiritual revolutionary researcher that know they need that top-notch information from the General. Going over there, generalseti.com. We in the house today dealing with shit I done dealt with long time ago. You understand what I'm saying? I'm so glad that motherfuckers is coming out and playing they hand. China. See, I see, this is why I need other platforms. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'll clown they monkey ass. Straight up. I'll clown the shit out of for this shit that they trying to do to our people. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? China is now blaming Africans in China. You understand what I'm saying? For the coronavirus. I mean, this shit is just all over the board. You know, we got niggas here, niggas talking this, niggas talking that. Over in China, niggas getting put out their apartments and houses and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Chinese is black. And and my thing is this. If they over, and first and foremost, how you get over there, nigga? You know, I wonder, if our people's over there making money, off the Chinese, okay. Because they damn sure come to our communities wherever we at and make money. You understand what I'm saying? But when shit get hot, you see what the Chinese do. You understand what I'm saying? They evict your ass. So my question is, why haven't black people evicted the goddamn Koreans and the Chinese? Because they all the same thing. Why haven't they evicted the Chinese from up out of their community? The Korean, you got them right on over in, videos, jumping on African people, jumping on women, jumping on men, and all the nine. You understand what I'm saying? We don't do the shit that they do. You understand what I'm saying? And so that just show you, the true, what they think about you. And that's very apparent. You know what I'm saying? Now, motherfuckers were, that was a long ball. You know what I'm saying? That just show you how erratic, China is right now. Motherfuckers talking all that. It just show you how erratic. Because if it was anything else, they wouldn't have to embarrass themselves the way that they do. To blame some shit on Africa. And African people ain't even infected like that right now. Thank their ancestors. And if they know, like I know, they'll get them on up out of Africa. They'll put their ass on the first little boat and sail their ass right on across that goddamn ocean and get them on up out of Africa. Because that's the reality. China in the recent years have, replaced United States, the IMF, and all the rest of them wicked motherfuckers as the new imperialist slave master of the African continent. Putting they paws down in Africa, and giving them Africans all them crazy ass loans. You understand what I'm saying? uh the African think that the Chinese doing their ass a favor. They all off the shores of Africa over there getting the fish and all the food out the damn ocean to go feed they damn people. You understand what I'm all the, minerals and shit that they need to try, to become the #1 economy in the world. They in Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Again, replacing the European. And then soon as shit, get thick, the first people, and that's always it is, if we get the shit end of the stick, it don't matter where the fuck we at, whether a motherfucker in China, whether we over here in the United States of America, we get the shit end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? When the shit get thick, we at the bottom. Every time, any nation you go in, we at the bottom. And that just should show African people, you understand what I'm saying, that they must do for their goddamn self. They got to come up out of these illusions. You understand what I'm saying? They have put Africa, in a predicament that even in goddamn 2020 with a 2 billion plus population still acting like beggars and shit and servants to these motherfuckers. That's we got to come up out of that. You got 2 billion people. There is nothing that you can't do, for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, for, that just show you, to have, a national, from a national perspective, you supposed to be in Africa, you know what I'm saying, building all these relations, and then you gonna go blame something like that and then start evicting Africans. God damn it, they need to throw all that shit in the goddamn ocean. Anything that's over there belonging to the Chinese, they should pull that shit up out the ground and throw that shit in the ocean immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Get y'all monkey ass up. And I'm gonna be on General Sarasu and say, but I wish I could just blast their ass off like I need to, because like I said, I know the reality of what's going on out there from my own perspective. I don't believe in none of that. I believe that shit has been engineered. You know what I'm saying? For specifically for the United States of America. I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? You looking at the numbers and shit, you know what I'm saying, where United States is damn near 1/3 of all the goddamn cases on the goddamn planet. You see what I'm saying? Engineered specifically for this population over here. You know what I'm saying? And regardless to whatever, we are never going to receive the respect, the security from any of them goddamn countries. So if some shit like that pop off, you know what I'm saying, we always gonna be in the goddamn predicament of, the deaths and piling up, nobody coming to our aid. And that's why I don't get off into all of the mystical, magical shit. Some people blaming, bitch, it's the cracker. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck on with that dumb shit. Quit making you, because whatever it is, motherfucker, you ain't gonna do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to blame some goddamn cell phones and shit. Like, even if it is the goddamn cell phone, bitch, what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker talking about the 5G, and bitch, these towers is still up. Even if it was, and you thought for a second that that's what it is, why is that shit still standing? So it really don't make no motherfucking difference what a motherfucker, I mean, we good at pinpointing and putting up all this garbage and shit, but we ain't coming up with no goddamn solution. And I always know what the solution is. You got to look the beast in his eye. Too many people, they'll look at every other option but the option that really gonna make the change. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna boil down to. And no matter how many years go by, you understand what I'm saying? And you playing video games and you smoking and you smoking your misery away, drinking your misery away. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna come down to the reality that we must deal with the beast. We must, and it's even deeper today that separation is not enough. because these motherfuckers is spreading shit, on an international level. You know what I'm saying? And what we hearing from, crackers today about, the depopulation. Well, goddamn it, Mary Sanger and the motherfucking eugenics is nothing but the continuation of that. And you know what I'm saying? Of eugenics and shit, and Charles Darwin and the evolutionary garbage where, the stronger species is gonna rise to the top. So if your ass drop off they look at that as, progression in the stage of evolution, the necessary eugenics and shit. And so motherfuckers they ain't done nothing about Planned Parenthood, which been exterminating babies, millions and millions and millions. Niggas do documentaries on that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't step up to the motherfucking plate and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, I gets down straight, and get grimy with this shit and say just what it is. That is not Corona, it's the cracker. Because right after this, if you don't deal with it, it's going to be something else. And motherfucker, and you ain't got no health, no health insurance. It ain't even about no health insurance. Nigga, you ain't got no security whatsoever. So if you get sick, your family gets sick, nigga, that's what it is. Nigga, don't expect no help. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that shit costs money. When you talk about hospitals and you talk about the medical field and all this, that, and the third, that's one of the biggest goddamn economies on bitches. Don't go down there. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you gonna get some help, nigga. And they talking about black people is slated to be, have no wealth. You know what I'm saying? In a few years, they just letting you know. Don't ask for no goddamn help. You know what I'm saying? So you done sat back and you done begged this bitch for yours for so long. He ain't gave you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so now you done cried your way into a body bag. You done pleaded and begged your way into a motherfucking body bag. Instead of stepping up, that's what rebel and power. When we say power demands change. You don't ask no motherfucker. You don't negotiate no motherfucker with nobody about what's yours and your existence. You don't negotiate. That ain't power. Power is backed up with force. You know what I'm saying? Power is always backed up with force. You know what I'm saying? That would make it power. If you ain't got no force behind your power, you ain't got no power. What, power to beg and plead and cry? You know what I'm saying? To these beasts. And so you didn't plead. They know you ain't got no heart. The fear that, that beast is deep down in the very, the crescents of motherfucker's soul, to where he can damn near do anything to your ass and you ain't gonna goddamn do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? We come up with elaborate stories and shit about, man, they don't have to do none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? They can, if they want to get, they can ease it, and they doing it on all levels. You know what I'm saying? They doing it on the food. They doing it on that level. You know what I'm saying? Economically, they got niggas in body bags. You know what I'm saying? You can't even, right now, you can't even barely wipe your ass. Motherfucker, you hope you going down there, and if they ain't got no goddamn toilet paper down there on the shelf, nigga, you gonna have to pull some of all them goddamn books up off the shelves and shit, and nigga, you gonna have to wipe your ass with the books. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you're going, we ain't even and that's where we at. We don't even make our own toilet paper. We don't make shit. Everything we get, we gotta get from the corner goddamn store. You understand what I'm saying? And that's shameful in this day and age. And I don't give a fuck what nobody is telling you, nigga. You are in a shame, and it might not be your, the elders didn't pass it down to us, but it's in our hands today. And we don't have to goddamn continue to do the same dumbass shit. It's time to be courageous today. You niggas waiting on the businesses to open so you can get these crackers back up and running. They ready. You ready to run and get their ass back up and running. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait. Whatever effort you can make to get these beats back up and running, nigga, you cannot wait. You know what I'm saying? And that I really see that's one of the reasons why they can't wait, to open up, because they don't want you niggas to come up with a system that will replace that. Once people been off some shit for long enough, they gonna replace that. And so they don't want y'all niggas to get no bright ideas. So they hurrying up and get that shit running, and they know you motherfuckers gonna be at the door in droves to get every fucking thing that you need again and again and again. You cannot wait. And Marcus Garvey, praise his prophecies and messages that he gave us, so 100 years ago. 100 years ago, he gave us this information. Here we is, still in the goddamn predicament, even deeper in the predicament. A lot of times they take these teachers from us. The general gonna do what he do, but I always bring up the elders and the masters that laid this shit down before me. You understand what I'm saying? So you can see the great minds that agree on the program that is needed. Nigga, you is over the ledge. You know what I'm saying? You over the ledge, nigga. You're not gonna get no medicine and you don't need them, but when times getting you motherfuckers is sick, you need medicine, nigga. You can't afford the motherfucking medicine. You ain't got the insurance, nigga. You go down there and get that shit. The white boy can go down there, that shit waiting on him. If you ain't got no insurance, you got to come out of your pocket. That shit could be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. How can you afford to continue to get the type of medicine that might be needed, you understand, to fight certain shit if you ain't got no money in your pocket? You ain't got no insurance. Nigga, you not getting the ventilator. I done know many of the family and shit, you know what I'm saying, that, they ain't getting no type of nigga, they'll give your ass a couple of aspirins, if they let you in the door. Most motherfuckers, they like, look, you know what I'm saying? The only way you can get in there unless you high profile, and they know before you even come down there that you backed up by some heavy insurance. Now, if you got that heavy insurance, they know they can keep charging and charging and charging, your insurance and run that shit. But if you got some, you ain't got no goddamn insurance, that's where they gonna get the money from. So when it comes time for, and they decide who get the ventilator, who get the bed, who get this, nigga, it's not gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? And so you see here, and then you see in China where they doing the same, and they got the fucking audacity to even, and they in Africa right now. And so now I'm looking at the leadership of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Now they got to step the fuck up for African people, because that's total motherfucking respect. You know what I'm saying? That's total motherfucking respect. Pack y'all shit up and get the fuck on out. I don't give a fuck about no contracts and shit, bitch. I'll tear that shit up in front of your face, motherfucker. I'll tell that and dare you to bring your ass over there. You understand? I done already showed you that Africa is larger than China. You understand what I'm saying? Got a far greater goddamn army of young African soldiers that'll give it to their ass. And then you got Africans all over the world. So if y'all bitches wanted it like that, I'm the general. I'll tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? I had them niggas fired up like, nigga, listen here, man. It's time to do what we need to do. If motherfuckers want to, bitch, get on the first little ferry that you think can make it across that water and show the fuck up. Them goddamn Somalis over there probably knocking on their head out there in that water trying to steal all the fish and shit. That's all the fuck they doing. They over there using Africa as a platform where they ship fish and all out, off the coast of Africa and this, that, and the third. You understand what I'm saying? And so you got all these old fake ass niggas, and that's what we need. We don't have the leadership, and we don't make fake leaders pay the price. You understand what I'm saying? For trading on their people. These motherfuckers stay in power and signing all these goddamn contracts. and shit with these foreigners and shit, and they give you the illusion that, they giving you something. Africa, need a lot. They building highways and shit over there. I was even looking at Nigeria. They got a lot of large projects going on. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's what's up. Even though I understand it's the day of the age. Okay, that it's gonna be somewhat in the Western format. You know what I'm saying? But when I looked at the management of, and this is in Nigeria, they supposed to be building something over there called the Atlantic City of Nigeria and shit. So it's a nice little area, and I think they, they added land, to the, where it wasn't no land. You know what I'm saying? So they done built up some new land, just like they did in Dubai, where they put that dirt out there, and then they put all them, them high price homes and shit over there. So they into putting dirt down there and building shit up on it. And so they got this project over there, Atlantic City of Nigeria, and motherfucker called me on it. Nigga, I'm looking at the video. The presidents and all the top management was foreigners. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? This is in big badass, and I love you, Nigeria. But as your brother, shit, I got the call. How can I? Nigeria is projected to be 1 billion people at some period. Nigeria alone. That just show you how large Africa is really is. Nigeria within probably the next 100, by 2100, they expecting Nigeria to be close to 1 billion people by one nation. You know what I'm saying? And then in 2100, they projecting Africa, the continent, to be 4 billion. Now somehow the cracker with his ruthless ass saying that's the earth is over. Bitch, worry about where you come from. You talking about the earth is overpopulated. Bitch, don't worry about no area but that motherfucking cave you come out of. I'm just straight like that. See, this is this. You know why? Because them resources in Africa, they still, like vampires. They expecting to feed off of everybody else shit. So they in your house counting your numbers, telling you that that's an overpopulation, that the world is over. Man, listen here, that's a declaration of war. You understand what I'm saying? Africa is far large enough even to feed 4,000 people, 4 billion people. They just can't be no 4 billion poor people where all the resources is going, goddamn it, to all these other countries, and they ain't taking the best of Africa, using it for their own people. Now, if they're going to trade with other nations, ain't nothing wrong with honorable trade, but make sure you get for your resources what is necessary to keep Africa thriving, replenishing, progressing, and able to feed the people. But goddamn it, when you allowing China and you talking about Africa, ain't no room around the house for you motherfuckers to come over here and do to the coast of Africa what y'all done already did over there off the coast of China and Japan, where y'all done then ate and killed every damn whale and all the damn they ain't even know they like shrimp and shit and all this type of shit. And I heard they done goddamn depleted shrimp, whales and shit and all of that. So now they got to come off the coast of Africa and try to do the same thing to Africa. And then not only that, they starting, India is trying, to fight with China over getting in Africa, so India is I heard been sending food to Africa, because I think but see, that's, I read that, and the Madagascar and shit, and watching a lot of videos, I was seeing that it's a lot of Indians off this east coast of Africa in Madagascar. You know what I'm saying? And the fact was, even when I was studying old fake ass Gandhi with his racist ass, nobody, niggas want to do the Hindu shit and this, that, and the third, and put red dots on their motherfucking head and all this nasty or whatever the fuck they be talking all that dumb shit, and do, what I'm saying? But Gandhi, with his racist ass, went to South Africa, you know what I'm saying, when India was under, British control. They went down there, wherever the British went, the Indians went. You understand? From India. They was in Egypt and they was down in South Africa. And Dr. Clark talked about that when, when Gandhi went to try to get on a train in South Africa. He got up in the train with the white people and they told his ass to take his ass to the back with the what they call the coffers, which is they word for nigger, you understand, or get off the train. And then Dr. Clark talk about it. They don't show, he has some racist shit, but all they show is Gandhi on the side of the train while the train was taking off. So he couldn't get in the back with the Africans. He couldn't get back there because he saw himself better than the damn African. And so even when I go over there, the Indian and the Chinese, and all of them is mutants. Them is some hybrid mutants, and I'm gonna get on their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on them. You understand? I ain't gonna get on them today, but I'm gonna let y'all know I'm gonna get on their monkey ass head because they've been committing genocide on African people over there in Southeast Asia for a long time. You got them Indonesians and shit over there intruding in Papua New Guinea. They done committed genocide in Australia. They done committed genocide in Tasmania. Many of them tribes down there, the Andaman Islands and shit, they committing genocide, wiping the Africans, the original peoples of that land, you know what I'm saying? Wiping them out, destroying the legacy. And then they come to the home front. You understand what I'm saying? And because these niggas, these beasts did a number on Africans' mind. It's a lot of Africans that's still traditional, but it's a lot of motherfuckers that's sympathetic to them motherfuckers, whether it be the Chinese, whether it be the Arab, whether it be the Indian, they sympathetic to them. You know what I'm saying? If you's a goddamn Muslim, you sympathetic to the Arab cause. You understand? They can come over there and do all type of ruthless shit and seize economies and shit and treat the Africans like slaves even in 2020. You know what I'm saying? And and do whatever the fuck they want to, and we ain't even got the government or the president of these nations to step the fuck up for African people. And so most definitely, our people, when you see some shit like what's going on in China, now, I can understand, some of our family, they like to make that money. You know what I'm saying? So they probably, figure, well, shit, they coming to our homeland, we'll go over there, and they probably got to connect with family back on the continent to bring a lot of, products over to China and make that dollar. And so that's all right. You understand what I'm saying? But, they use that, this coronavirus as and you know what? I was looking up some shit where they blame the Africans not, a while back on the pig, the swine flu. They blamed it on Africans. Niggas don't even know it. I got the goddamn document. So that wasn't the first time they was disrespectful. They blamed that goddamn swine flu on Africans and shit. And so they evicting Africans out their home. And so my thing is, even, Our people go all over the world trying to be up under these motherfuckers. I see where, the Israelites and shit is kicking motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Fake Israelite. We know they ain't no motherfucking Israelite. But, they niggas want to go over there and be with them beasts. And they kicking their ass out in the street, deporting their ass, this, that, and the third. And you out there ain't got nowhere to stay. This is the opportunity, And so wherever you at on the planet, it should be a political agenda. This is called gas. That's global African supremacy. And so you ain't got to be in, wherever you at, you can deport their ass out of your community by not goddamn spending no money with their ass. If they doors are shut, make sure they stay shut. But we ain't gonna be able to do that. See, we've been in this position of the bottom for so long. Most niggas is comfortable with being on the bottom. That's the reality. They don't have no aspirations to go further than the bottom. You understand what I'm saying? That's the fucking reality. While all other people still got national, and China wasn't shit. You understand what I'm saying? You talking about China was getting beat up by Japan just 50, 60 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers was over there. Go watch The Last Samurai. You understand? With old Tom Cruise. They show you when the British and the Americans came in there with them guns. They didn't, I'm talking about, nigga, we talking about 100 years ago. Them motherfuckers was still over there with flip-flops, a bowl of rice, paper goddamn houses, you know what I'm saying? They got them thin ass, nigga can run right through them, and they ain't rice paper walls and shit. You understand? They wasn't over there technologically advanced. They didn't have no goddamn, no nuclear weapons or none of that shit over there at that time. And within goddamn, 70 years, these motherfuckers then went from rice paddies to goddamn, competing with United States for the top of the goddamn economic platform in the world. You understand what I'm saying? And so if they can come from where they at, what the fuck is our excuse? You understand what I'm saying? The fact is that niggas love the peckerwood. I'm just gonna say what it is. You love him so much that you don't want to be without him. That's just the reality. You understand what I'm saying? So it's easy for niggas to come up with fake agendas that ain't gonna go, cause nigga, we can measure this shit. We ain't got to wait, nigga. You can measure this shit monthly to see what niggas is doing and where niggas is going. And when the cracker can, he could predict that you gonna have no wealth. You understand? He could do that because he control all wealth. You understand what I'm saying? I was seeing on the news today that, if you got some debt, you know what I'm saying? You get your little stimulus check and this, that, and the third, that they can take that shit. They don't give a fuck about you eating. Goddamn, you can't pause for the cars. You can't let a nigga pay his bills and let a nigga get a couple of, hamburgers on the table and shit. Let a man feed his family. They taking your shit. You know what I'm saying? So you better get that shit in a check. You better cash that motherfucker. It's coming to the point, and I don't want nobody to say it out loud or this. It's damn near coming to the point where niggas gonna have to hide their money. So, you know what I'm saying? That you ain't gonna be able to put that shit in no bank because motherfucker, you ain't gonna have it. You gonna go to check your shit and you gonna go in there and nigga, you gonna see 7 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You ain't gonna have shit in there. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's coming down to. They up there giving motherfuckers money, and then you got all these creditors and whatever, and niggas, and a lot of motherfuckers is lying that a motherfucker owe them this, that, and they could just go in your shit. In your, in certain areas, I remember you had to get a goddamn warrant to go in a motherfucker. Now y'all niggas don't know, when you start, you notice you got a damn debit card and shit. You give a motherfucker permission and shit. They could go in. That's why, nah, bitch, You can't have, I'll pay you if I don't pay you, this, that, and the third. But, giving motherfuckers permission to access your card and shit, this, that, and the third, man, all that shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? I remember my great grandma, nigga, pay cash. You know what I'm saying? Cash is king. Now, if they motherfucking destroy the cash, then deal with it. Then you have to move to the next thing. But the reality is that's where we at, nigga. They got us trapped in this motherfucker. They got us trapped, and we got to figure it out. So, the response to China blaming Africans in there for coronavirus, even though you motherfuckers over there the one filthy with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? African people ain't got that shit. African people in Africa looking good. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no goddamn coronavirus on that level. If they got it, it's because one of your nasty ass, brought it over there. And so that's what Africa need. They need to punish them for that disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's a very horrible thing, that this shit, and then, on certain level, a lot of other people brought that shit on themselves. Because when I look at the top nations again, you know what I'm saying? Yes, a lot of them are European, but what is so magnified is that the United States is damn near half for the goddamn world's cases. You understand what I'm saying? This shit is ridiculous. And this shit supposed to happen created in China. And supposed to happen. How the fuck is, and then I'm looking at the nations and damn, China damn near about to fall off the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So many other nations that moved ahead. So if that ain't militaristic, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't need to know nothing else. That's militaristic. You understand what I'm saying? What is in the United States, the society, for motherfuckers to be able to catch something like that? And then on the level, where it just run through the society, and the reality is they ain't even saying how many more motherfuckers it could be. You understand what I'm saying? And so I don't want to get into no type of conspiracy shit, because I don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hear motherfuckers. The motherfuckers I hear, I say, how is it? I get the word, yeah, nigga. I know a few motherfuckers that didn't, and I know some other family that spoke about, the family was found dead and this, that, and the third. So that's what I deal with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing for a motherfucker, to know how many peoples is inside any type of facility and shit. They can't close all that information down. So it's a lot of motherfuckers that feel the crunch. And the reason why blacks is gonna feel it even more, because they don't know that this is a time for silence. This is a time to watch and to listen and back the fuck up and see what the fuck is really going on. We be too busy running our motherfucking mouth. You understand what I'm saying, nigga? All you have to do is step the fuck back and look, nigga, and watch and read between the lines and watch and stay your monkey ass out of the sway of shit. At least do that. You go out, niggas out there still in the street sharing bottles. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And under the pretext that, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Everything is on the table. Some motherfuckers say it's the cell phone. It's 5G. Okay, cool, nigga. Some niggas, and some people saying it's a virus. Some people saying it's this. Okay, all that shit is on the board. You understand what I'm saying? But it should be, some science, African black science that come up with the answer, a consensus on what it is. All this speaking out into the public, is only theorizing some bullshit, because niggas is about conspiracy. Conspiracy sell. Truth don't sell. So it's easy for a nigga to come up with conspiracies, because motherfuckers love conspiracies. You see what I'm saying? But we don't need no motherfucking conspiracy. If it's this, then it's enough, scientific blacks in that could easily come up. And from my understanding, and still, I believe that the shit is a Bible. I do believe that. I believe that the shit is a goddamn Bible. And so what am I saying? I'm saying, nigga, to the best as you can, keep motherfuckers out of your face. You understand what I'm saying? Until you learn otherwise. You understand? All that other shit, conspiratory, still look into it. Still do your research. I'm not saying take that shit off the board, but do not play yourself and take your silly ass out there without, telling motherfucker, get the fuck back, don't walk near me, nigga, take your ass over there. We doing some research right now, and until I finish, stay the fuck out of my face, and even after I'm done, stay, and this shit subside, still stay the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a world that has changed, and the thing is why I continue, and I'm about to move over to General Seti, and I'm going to continue on. You understand what I'm saying? Why Africa need to deport every goddamn Chinese on the continent of Africa and all the rest of the foreigners. They need to get the fuck out of Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are carriers of goddamn diseases that, could inflict very, very punishing, what I'm saying, death upon the population. And that fact alone, man, fuck all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? When you got 2 billion people on the continent, shit, the first trade you should establish is trading with self. You got goddamn 2 billion goddamn people on the damn planet, on the continent, and then you got, 2 billion Africans outside the continent. The first goddamn economy that black people, African people, need to be establishing on this planet is trading with their damn self. You don't need, if you establish clothing industry, goddamn, you got damn near 2, 3, 4 billion Africans you got to clothe, shoes. You understand what I'm saying? Goddamn, you got 4 billion niggas that need toilet paper. Goddamn, start up a toilet paper. These niggas are out here, nigga, goddamn, Jay-Z and all. Nigga, open up a goddamn toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? And, goddamn, niggas need that shit that nigga, we need that. We don't need nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, family, ending this video. And like I say, I'm about to run right on over to the general and continue to cut into these motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Stay safe. Do your research. Research everything over and over and over and over, and come to a logical conclusion for yourself. If you feel it's the 5G, go out there and tear the goddamn tower down then, nigga. But if the tower's down, if the towers is still up, you can make all the motherfucking videos you want, nigga. I don't give a motherfuck, nigga. You're doing it for views. You're doing it for clout. You're doing it for fame. You understand what I'm saying? Revolution ain't about no goddamn fame or none of that. Nigga, it's about total change of the reality. So if you feel that's what it is, then all them motherfuckers out there pushing fight, bitch, get riled up on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And go out there and free your people from this misery. If you ain't done that, shut the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? We tired of all these motherfuckers ain't nothing but Alex Jones. Goddamn it, controversy. Even, I seen motherfuckers, even people that we love, Dick Gregory. You understand what I'm saying? Love that nigga, man, love him. But I seen that nigga say some shit about Tupac, and then when the truth came, the nigga didn't even know what the hell he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. And, and he got mad knowledge, and I love him. But when I watched him and shit, he said some shit about Tupac, and how Tupac was murdered and niggas and shit, this, that. And come to find out the nigga that they jumped on in Las Vegas was the niggas that did the goddamn shit. And motherfuckers all through Cali knew who fucking did it. But because, we got that type of society where niggas keep their mouth closed, but everybody knew who did it. And then I seen Dick Gregory go right up there, love him and respect him as a guy, and he spoke on that, and he spoke some conspiratorial shit that was not true. I'm sick of that shit. And so if you do not like that, I don't give a fuck whether you like it or not. I called it. I called it. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we got to quit running our mouth about shit when we don't know what the fuck we talking about. That's real. I pause and shit. I tell you, give you, you know, and where I'm going with it, and tell you continue to do your research in the other areas. I'm not telling you to take nothing off the board, but to end this, and I'm going over there to General Seti right now. Make sure you fuck with me on Patreon because I'm about to get busy. I might have to even pause on their ass, you know, as far as going hard like I want to. You understand what I'm saying? Because any goddamn platform, how I'm feeling, you understand, they ain't gonna be able to take this shit. But make sure you get on over there to Patreon, General Sarah Suten Seti, KingSeti.com, online marketplace. Going over there, fuck with me. I got some fly shit for you. And when you want all that complete General Sarah Suten Seti, that wisdom, that treasure chest of all wisdom, all subjects, you get on over there, Seti University, GeneralSeti.com. Fuck with me. Because when you fucking with the general, I ain't got the, you fucking with the best. Believe it. Believe it. You understand what I'm saying? You fucking with the best. And I'm going to end on that. Get on over there to General Seti YouTube because I'm about to go live in about 5 minutes. Black Pop.